So really, the separation came when T came home. He wanted to pursue his own solo career. So that's really where the separation came from, to be honest with you. But we supported that 1,000%. I was with bro. You know what I'm saying? First day out, first blowing up, I'm traveling with him. I'm around him. You know what I'm saying? But T kind of navigated that. You know what I'm saying?
As far as him getting locked up and everything, is that a conversation in its own when it happened for you guys as a group? Like, all right, we're gonna stick together. We're gonna figure this out. Like, what's the conversation as you guys are figuring out this is happening? Or you're not even thinking about this because this dude's about to go away. There's not even time to think about.
Oh, you saying before he got locked up?
Yeah, before he got locked up.
Oh no, man, that shit was random as hell, man. That shit that happened with T, man, because he was already fighting a case for Lansing. He already spoke about it multiple times, but he was already fighting a case for Lansing. So the Kentucky shit happened out the blue. He called me and was telling me that they had to come up with this certain amount of money and shit the same day that the Kentucky shit happened. And next thing I know, the next day, bro was calling me from the Kentucky jail facility. I was like, what the fuck you doing in Kentucky? Man, this shit all over the news, bro. I'm like, man, nigga crashed out. You know what I'm saying? I was hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. But we never really discussed the group parting ways. It's kind of just happened, you know what I'm saying? But when when we got together and we discussed it, it's still like we together. We still brothers, you know what I'm saying? But life go on. Niggas want to make their own moves. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think obviously he's arguably one of the biggest artists to ever come from Detroit. Obviously,
for sure.
I mean, that goes without saying. But sure. At that time, you guys aren't on that level yet, right? Like you guys are still trying to blow up, and you know how it is now. If somebody gets locked up, it's free that person, all that. And in some ways that can help promotion-wise, but in other ways that person can't really do shit while they're inside, so it makes things difficult. So did you guys strategically plan releases or anything while he was away, knowing that he is away, so we got to market a certain way or promote him a certain way? Or was it just all organic as far as like, nah, he's just locked up, we just free him, that's it?
So the thing is, like, when I spoke about the Get It Soul shit, I had to put that out on my own, meaning them niggas was locked up. Poe, JR, T, they was already in prison. So I was the only rapper that was out. Then I went through some shit where I got locked up, but you know what I'm saying, the grace of God, I didn't get slammed. It was only 72 hours and shit like that. But what I was locked up for was something serious, so people didn't know if I was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say I kept it going when we was locked up. You know what I'm saying? I put out Get It Soul. Back in the day, Ball was like one of our biggest songs. It was T solo. See, we always knew bro was gonna be the special one. Because I put Ball out, I uploaded it on our YouTube, and it went crazy through the city. So his release was anticipated. You know what I'm saying? Then he had got on some shit with Peasy, on Peasy first tape too. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I kept it alive like that. My first tape, Go Mode, I had bro face all on the cover of my shit. Like niggas knew it. Niggas know I put this shit on my back at that time, and it was treacherous around that time because I ain't had no rappers with me. I had to do shit on my own, you know.
So you're operating this as everybody's away. You have to make sure that it's the music career is still managed for everybody a part of it, right?
For sure.
Because somebody has to keep it alive.
Hell yeah. I remember them niggas ain't even want me to drop that shit. I remember T and JR called me from jail. They was like, bro, we don't want to release that tape. Don't release that tape. I'm like, nigga, why the fuck when we release the tape? We supposed to stop. This gonna do better because y'all in there. Because we really didn't finish it. But we had enough songs to still release a whole tape.
Why didn't they want to release it?
I don't really remember what it was. I think because it wasn't finished. So They felt like it wasn't no complete project. But, man, that bitch was hard. Still to this day, people love that tape, bro.
What are the conversations like over the phone when you're talking to them, keeping the motivation going and also just telling them, like, what's actually going on in the scene at the time?
I mean, at the time, I wasn't even thinking straight. You know what I'm saying? When them niggas was in prison, nigga, I was going through it out here. You know what I'm saying? It was treacherous for us. That was a significant
You
time.
had your own case going on simultaneously as this was happening?
You said case?
Yeah. Like,
nah, hell no. I ain't had no case. I was on the internet for 72 hours.
Okay.
So they couldn't charge me with shit. Keep your mouth sealed, you go walk.
Okay, for sure.
Bro. Yeah, but
yeah, okay.
I ain't no felon to none of that shit, bro, so I ain't.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I'm saying, like, whatever that might have been for you to get locked away for 72 hours. Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah, when they heard about that, them niggas was hurt, man, because it was so much of it was serious, so they didn't know what was going on. They just hearing through the grapevine, oh, Lee locked up for this and this.
Is music an implication, do you think, at all? Like, when there's an arrest happening, do you think they look at any of that shit, or was it just strictly just because of the actions that happened? Obviously, the story is out. The guy was robbing people, or whatever the situations might be. Like, he even puts it out there, so... but do you think the music scene, the artistry, the way that stuff's posted on social media has any contribution to how like police officers handled all that shit?
Hell yeah, nowadays for surely. Back then it wasn't that bad, but they was still watching. But nowadays, nigga, your ass, nigga, you a goofball. You do some shit, upload some shit, think them people ain't watching you, especially if you rapping. They on rappers' ass, you know what I'm saying? I had a time when Fresh Prince blew up, we was in the trenches, we was drinking and shit late night, being loud as hell. We see the police car rolling down the block. I'm like, oh shit, police coming. Boom. They see who I am. They already listening to my shit, bro.
For real?
Hell yeah, dog. So they definitely, he told me they watch it. They was like, man, don't put too many guns in the video, man. You guys gonna piss the feds off, man. Ever since then, they ain't been a stick in my video.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? They tell, hell yeah, they watching, man. So niggas gotta be careful with that shit. I'm about money anyway. I don't really post no sticks. You know what I'm saying?
So you're trying to maintain everything. You're pretty much the manager at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the group's away, and you're maintaining everything from the outside. What's the city's response to this? Now, this is a group that's blowing up, that's on the verge. They're gone for. You got a few members that are away for that time. You have to manage everything. What's the city's energy like with you guys, and how did you maintain it?
They was fucking with that shit, man. Get it sold, like I said, it was a classic in the city, bro. Even though we didn't even get the proper marketing, we never really got to shoot no videos off that motherfucker. I think me and Poe shot a video off that bitch, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say Power Plays with CT. But they loved it, bro. Like, they loved that motherfucker. Like, the response was just like all the other tapes. They was rocking with us, like, you know what I'm saying? The city always gave us great feedback, you know?
Now, when T's getting out and JR getting out, is it a shocker for you that everybody's going to try to go their own way with everything? Like, how does that come to you? I know you and Jared didn't split immediately. I know
No.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like I said, with T, it kind of just happened with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because of his management and what he was dealing with that
Right.
it kind of shifted him into his own thing. JR didn't leave. No, we was still rocking. Me and JR was still going hard with the shit. Poe had caught 10, so he was still locked up. So for the most part, like I said, we never really discussed going separate ways. It's kind of just some shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? And bro felt like that was a better thing for him to do. And then at the time, him and JR had a case together, so they couldn't be around each other no way.
Right.
Like, they couldn't make music. They couldn't pictures, none of that shit.
Oh, so that's part of the stipulation when they were out. They couldn't. Okay, that's
Facts.
crazy. Right. Isn't it like, wasn't Cash Money Flow like one of the bangers where it's like showcasing that the two duos still magnificent for the city to see?
Cash Money Flow was me by myself though.
Oh, okay.
But all of us was in there, and
in the video, right?
yeah, we brought a lot of money that video, man. This 2018.
What do you mean a lot of money?
We had about 175 at that bitch, 175,000.
God damn.
And they seen it, you know. It was a big deal. And then we went with the Cash Money theme shit.
That's why rappers are always scared as hell while they're shooting music videos. Like, you got almost $250,000 in this room right now. Anything can happen.
We wasn't scared at all. Nigga would have got his head, you know. We wasn't scared.
So as far as you and JR continuing together, right? T's like, okay, I obviously know Joe Bino was, you know, a mastermind, so she probably had her own ideas of what's
rest
happening.
in peace to her too.
Yeah, rest in peace to Joe Bino, of course, man. If without her, I wouldn't even. Joe Bino was actually the one who gave me my first opportunity.
That's dope.
Yeah, she was in a room with me and a few guys, and she's like, I want you to shoot videos with Sada. And I was like,
dope.
all right, bet. So,
that's super dope.
Rest in peace to her. But at that time, she's taking him on his own trajectory. Heliva's a huge factor in contributing to Heliva and what direction to take him in. If you enjoy watching shorter clips of the Kid L podcast, we have a YouTube page for that called Kid L Podcast Clips. Search up Kid L Podcast Clips on YouTube.